This is so exciting. I am so excited. We are almost in the building. We are almost getting ready to blast the boat. We are almost getting ready to start all the fiberglass repairs. We're almost getting ready to do the bottom work. And today we have a really, really cool opportunity. We have Mark Forsman here from Lumitech Lighting. Now, Mark is the manufacturer's rep for Lumitech. And as we talked about in an earlier episode about where the lights are gonna go and what are we gonna do, and man, the lighting got way over my head. So I wanted to bring in an expert to make sure that we were doing this right. So reached out to my buddy Mike at Mesco, and Mike was like, hey, we gotta bring in Mark from Lumitech. He's gonna come in and be able to show us what we need, where we need it, what light, and all that kind of good stuff. So
perfect.
Mark, thank you for joining us.
I like the intro, thank you. And I am with Derema Group, so we represent a multitude of manufacturers. So one of those is going to be Lumitech that we're talking about today. But I wanted to make that comment because you might see us, or might see me in some other versions. So of these segments.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're here with Lumitech Lighting. They are based in Delray Beach, Florida. They're one of the only U.S. manufactured products of LED lighting, and everything we have is LED lighting.
So made in USA.
Made in the USA, Delray Beach, Florida. All of our technicians are down there. All of our sales teams are down there, and they do all the testing down in Delray Beach.
That's huge.
So what we're going to do today is just show you some examples of different lighting, whether it's underwater lighting, whether it's down lighting, spreader lights, courtesy lights, and I think the best way to do that is head up on board.
I like
and
it.
I'll show you something.
For sure.
Okay.
Sounds great. Let's go on board.
You got it. You see, you have an eye for this stuff. I couldn't have an eye for this stuff. I wouldn't know where to start.
Oh my God.
You know?
Honestly, I look at this and I see so much potential.
I love the layout.
Exactly. The
Incredible
layout you
layout.
sold us,
Right.
and beyond that, just what we can do
Sure.
with just cleaning it up,
Mm-hmm.
changing some of the soft goods, and
Right.
maybe getting creative with the soft goods.
Well, with lighting in particular, we have to make sure that it's always a 3000 K. Are you familiar with Kelvin?
I'm familiar with the term 3000 or 5000 K
Light,
or whatever.
light
but-
temperature. So light temperature is going to be 3000 K or less for an interior light because it won't wash out.
Okay.
Now, there's also a component of that called CRI, color rendering index. Okay, and so CRI, a low Kelvin, 3000 or less, and a high CRI pulls out grain and wood, and you'll see it. You'll see it pop. You'll see your carpeting and your fabrics, you know, come to life with a high CRI, and I'll show you examples of that.
Okay.
That we have as well. So we have to make sure everything interior is going to be 3000 or less.
Okay.
So that narrows down the offering too, right? And then you have dimmable and colors and all those type of things if you want to do those.
So the K or the Kelvin has nothing to do with the color.
No, they're
Okay.
separate. It does. A lower Kelvin will give you a more incandescent look, more of a yellow look versus a bright white dentist fluorescent look.
Yeah.
Right, there's the difference. 5K, we call them working lights or working temperature lights. They're going to be exterior. Anything 3K or less is going to be interior. And it's going to have that kind of, like I said, kind of a yellowy tint to it.
But you could do a 3K blue or
Sure.
a 3K.
Well, not necessarily. We do have spectrum now in a low Kelvin rating. It just came out because most people didn't, believe it or not, they did red for night light, right? And you have blue engine room light, but we really didn't have an interior light that was a low Kelvin and multicolor, but now we do.
Okay.
In the Spectrum series.
Very good. Excellent. That's good information.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You want to do this?
Oh, wasn't even thinking.
Oh, you
she
are?
is. You're on. You want to do this one, or you want me to do this?
I'll let you run it.
Okay.
You're always on.
Okay. So this is a Moray light, and the nice thing with the Moray light is there are no hot spots.
That's
Okay.
so cool.
That is a beautiful thing. It's not easy to do. These are encased. You have to buy them in certain lengths. I believe it's 1 and 3 and 9 and 12. I don't know the exact sizes, but they terminate. You can't butt them together. So
Okay.
you have to home run these.
Okay.
So you have to think about how you're going to wire these.
And I can't cut it either.
You cannot cut it.
Okay.
So these are IP67 rated, and I will have to check my specs on that, meaning they can be put in wet locations. Okay, but what's nice about this one you'll see flexes this direction. We also have them to flex the other direction,
I'm tracking.
depending on what you want to do.
Oh, yeah, curves like that.
So for down here, for example, I put this that direction. Jake, flip that switch, and then now what you have, go ahead, let it ramp up. So it ramps up. You could stop it anywhere in between there. Go ahead, give me color. Or you, for evening, you have your night light, and there's a spectrum. You can stop it anywhere.
So cool.
Raven's purple, and there's your purple.
Love it.
Right?
Love it. Very cool.
So, what's nice is that, and they attach with those clips, so they're secure. It's not taped. We're not going to do that.
So I'm going to screw the clip in and then just pop the light into
Snap
the
it
clip.
in. Just snap it in.
So now the issue with our couch here is the couch has to be moved to get into the engine compartment.
Oh.
Okay.
So I don't know if it'd be two pieces, one for this side and one for this side, if it could be moved or not.
So this thing about LEDs also, because these are, I believe these are quartz halogen. I didn't look, but I'm going to guess they're
24 volt.
24 volt. Oh, okay. Okay. All of our lights are 10 to 30 volts,
Okay.
which is good. So we can handle that. I was thinking more of the bulb itself is probably a 20 watt. So
I'm sorry.
they're heat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, super hot.
Super hot.
Okay. That's the other nice thing. LEDs are going to bring down the temperature tremendously, and we'll light them up over here. But so as long as we don't need to be in the same areas, I think that's good.
Nope.
That's good.
In here, there is some existing rope lighting.
Oh.
The old style rope lighting,
Oh, I
which
see.
goes all the way around.
Okay.
I do like that idea of
Yeah.
having some indirect
Mhm.
lighting in there.
Mhm.
Just in not 2001 version, but in
Yeah.
2024 version.
Okay.
That was the 20 to 30 feet of
Yeah.
lighting that I was talking. Wasn't quite sure how big that panel was, but that's probably
I don't know if we
gigantic.
fit up in there. I doubt we would. We have some of it. We have it here actually right
Okay.
there. It's called Moray.
If you're taking this off, it'll probably.
Well, it has to fit
Yeah.
up in there. I don't know if it will.
Well, it wouldn't be in. It wouldn't be in
No,
here. It
it's
would
there.
just-
I see.
Yeah.
No, I think it's great. Do you have anything under there?
No.
Okay. So
So, and this is where I love your input on where can we get fun and creative with lighting, whether it
Not
be
only under there, but I think along the steps.
no, this is the right one. This
Under
is
the
good.
steps?
Yeah. So what's nice with this is called Moray, okay, and it's spectrum, meaning so anytime I say spectrum, it's multicolor. You can choose a color.
got it.
Okay, and let me back up a second. Lumitech lighting. All their lights, there they are, right down there. Many of them. Some of them. Some of the different categories of lights are there. But everything that Lumitech did, they put the electronics in the light itself. And what I mean by that is those switches you have for these lights. Where are they? In here somewhere. Probably.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Okay, there they are, right there. So the switches you have, 2-wire switches, right? You don't have to touch those. That's the beauty. Okay? So that wire from that switch is probably 2-wire that comes up here. You can take one of our downlights, let's just say, and hook it up, and as long as you buy the downlight that is dimmable white, you control it all from that switch by flipping it on and off. So you turn it on, it ramps up. Anytime in between that 4 or 5 second ramp up, off on. Right. Yep. Interrupt the power.
Okay.
So the beauty of that is you never have to run all these wires again, right? As long as they're in good shape, you leave them there. So we can control. Do we have something? Oh, we need some power in here. Do we have power?
I don't think so.
Okay, we can't do anything.
Do we need to run an extension cord?
Can we run an extension cord?
You need like I can
need an
use
110?
regular 110.
Sure.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get like
No,
battery
I have.
powered.
No, I have converter.
Then yeah, I can get you a extension.
Yeah, let's do an extension cord. So there's a couple things that I saw. One of the first things I looked at when we walked in was the helm, and I didn't see a light up at the helm.
Yep.
So this is an Aurora dome light. What's nice about this is you grab the bezel and you can turn it on, and you can dim it, or you can have color. In this case, it's blue, but you can also dim the blue. That could be red for your nav light,
cool.
right? I like it because it's something bigger that you can grab, especially rough seas, and you can hold it and make the adjustments. You don't have to mess with the switch.
So there is no switch on that. The switch is
This is the
the
switch.
bezel.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the best. And it when it returns to the off position when you flip it to the middle.
That's great.
This is what's called a rail light. A rail light is nice, and I'll turn it down. A rail light is nice for small under gunnel areas if you want. There's two sizes, 6 and 12 inch.
Okay.
It can be in a Spectrum series, or again, we can just interrupt the power and stop on that one.
Got it.
That one color. It doesn't have to be Spectrum. It can be blue, white, white dimming. It doesn't matter. Whatever you choose. This is just showing our Mirage. This is our most popular light, Mirage. And you can see the white. This is a high Kelvin light compared to the other. This would wash out a lot of the boat interior. You wouldn't need more than one light.
Yeah, that's amazing how bright that thing
Yes,
is.
and so this is why it's going to go right there on outside. That's where you'd use a light like this with color, and you can have just the glass version, which basically just eliminates the bezel,
That's right.
which would be a nice look. Because this is a modern looking boat, so I don't know if I go bezel. I'd probably go smaller.
Depends on my wife.
Depends on whatever you want, of course. Spreader lights. So what I like about spreader lights is they're wonderful in the cockpit until it's midnight and you get blinded by them because they can get extremely bright. What's nice with these is we can dim them
And then also go to the red. So
and also go to the red dimming,
it's perfect.
right? Versus when you turn it on, you know, that doesn't look bright now, but
At midnight.
at midnight it's bright.
Well, not only that, but the red, if I recall correctly, doesn't attract mosquitoes.
You got me on that.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I don't, that's what I've understood. That, you know,
All right, I'll go with that.
obviously
And you don't.
well, if it does attract mosquitoes, if the
Is it
red,
the red or the blue
Mark,
that does
Mark
it?
said they went. Mark said red.
The blue.
It might
I'm
be
just teasing everybody.
blue.
I think it's blue that
I'll
does
speak
it.
from personal experience. I got white and blue spreaders on my boat, and we turn the blue on at night when we're fishing 'cause
Yeah.
for whatever. It just seems like there are less bugs. I don't know
When
if
the
that's
blue-
science or
maybe-
not,
maybe that's what it is.
but you know, I
Yeah.
don't know the science behind it, but that's just my personal.
And so this
experience.
is also Spectrum,
That's cool.
right? So you can just let it go
That's slick.
out there. Again, select the colors that you want.
Mark, can that be a flush mounted light? Can you countersink that light? Or does it
Yeah,
have-
this one, yeah.
Okay.
And then you have your underwater lights. Now this is our Sea Blaze Quattro, which you have. I think you said you have Quattros, right?
On the old boat. Yep.
On the old boat.
And this
and
is what we're going to do on this boat too.
okay,
'Cause
and
we
so
really-
this one is
really
bright.
like them a lot.
You know, a boat this big, I might suggest an X2, but that's up to you. What you want to do.
I'll defer to you, man.
Is that a size? When you say X2, what does that mean?
It's a lumen output. So this
a
is
little bit brighter in the bay water?
yeah,
Okay.
and you would do Spectrum, and here's why you do Spectrum in the bay. And this is a great example. So, in the bay, our water's beautiful from November to March.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? And then around then, Conowingo Dam opens or whatever happens, boaters out there silt and it gets ugly. Or it gets brownish, it gets a coffee color. What's nice with this is you can choose a color that makes the water look better. It might be green, but you have the option of doing that. And that way, if the water looks great, then you leave it on white. If it doesn't, then you choose a color that makes it look a little better. Raven's purple for a ball game,
Sure.
right? Or if you're not Commanders fan, whatever color you want, you can go to that color. That's why I'd always do Spectrum.
None of my followers would be anything other than a Ravens fan.
Okay. Whatever.
None of
Watch
my
it.
none of my followers would be anything other than an Orioles fan.
Oh, okay.
So-
I'm going to stay clear. And so, for this real quick, you had asked me that question on underwater lights and why. It's output. These are all surf. Well, wait a minute. We are doing through hull on this boat, weren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's a Typhoon. Now, a Typhoon series light, right
Okay.
there. Okay. Is through hull.
Okay.
It is 10,000 lumens. The Quattro that we were just messing with is 2,000 lumens.
Wow.
5 times.
Wow.
That's a bright light.
It's significant. So
2,000 versus
10,000.
10,000.
Yeah.
So
And what we just saw that blinded us, granted it wasn't through water,
was 2,000.
was 2,000.
Yes. So I would reduce my transom lights to 3 versus 5. You don't need more than that. You can. All right. You can.
Mark.
You've already got holes here, Mark, so we're going to fill them. We're going to fill them with glass or with lights.
Oh.
Let's fill them with lights.
Well, this is our only option for a through hole.
And I'm assuming those are through hole only because of the size. I don't remember what they are on the inside.
And probably the age.
So you're in the composites business and repair.
Exactly. I'm not worried about that.
Cover them over.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
do
worried about
do
that.
surface mount. Do surface
Mark,
mount.
what's the difference in, or the benefit with surface mount and through hull? Because most offshore boats are all through hull, and you would think that that's a more sturdy, durable design. Is there a benefit to going surface mount?
I would look at it this way. I would look at the benefit of a through hull light is that they can go on running surfaces, sides, right, where you have velocity, where you have turbulence. Transom, you don't, and so a surface mount is fine. There's no reason to go through the transom because our Sea Blaze X2, that's the one I had mentioned to you, is 6,000 lumens. That in my mind was like, okay, a boat this wide, what is the beam? 16 on this boat? 15. And you could get away with 3 on that as well if you wanted to do it.
And when you say surface mount, it still has the threads that go through the.
We gotta run the wire.
There's a neck on the back that is a 1/2-inch drill bit.
So it's just the wire that's going through,
Yes.
and then on.
That's the other thing. You
Okay.
don't have
you don't
a
have
hole.
Yeah, less holes underwater are better.
Yeah. Can you see it in there?
No.
No.
Even though I'm a composites guy,
It's a
less holes
yeah.
underwater is good.
So it's a 1/2-inch drill.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh boy. You remember in the beginning of the video, I said I was a little overwhelmed by the lights? Well, hopefully now that we're at the end of the video, you can see why I said lights can be a little overwhelming. There's a lot to them. What color lights? What tone? The different Ks? Is it 5K? Is it 3K? 3K is good for outside or 5K is good for inside? Or is it the other way around? I don't remember. Ay. I gotta go back and listen to my own video again. Well, look, I'm really happy Mark from Derema Group was able to come out and represent Lumitech. It was definitely a great education, and I learned a lot, and probably gonna have to remember what it is I learned because I already forgot. Well, this was a great session of lights, and we will continue the process, and as more and more lights happen, as we get to the part of installing the lights, we'll let you see the process as it continues. Thanks again for signing on, and please make sure to like and subscribe on these videos. Really appreciate your support. Have a great day.